Are y'all ready for another story about a 19th century conjurer that you may not have heard of? Well, this is the story of Braziel. Braziel was a root doctor and community seer who lived in the South after the Civil War. He moved onto a Georgia plantation to test whether or not he was truly free to leave his former master's land. And by the late 1800s, he'd earned a reputation as a foreseer of events. And by the time he was recorded around 1900 in the Journal of American Folklore by author Roland Steiner, Robinson was about 75 years old. Now, neighbors relied on Robinson to know when to plant, when the rain was coming, and how to guard against sickness. Robinson said he was born with a double coal, which gave him two spirits, one inside his body and one that could move outside. This, he explained, allowed him to see and interact with spirits that others couldn't. Good spirits, he said, appeared white, while bad spirits appeared black, sometimes shifting into animals or clouds. His spirits, he insisted, though, were good, keeping him safe unless his own thoughts tended to turn towards evil. Then they had it with him. He also spoke of being conjured. This means that he was finding graveyard dirt and ritual objects in his shoes and around his home. And he also told how root doctors prescribed remedies to counteract such curses. Now, because he's a clear snapshot of the post-emancipation black rural life where conjure and daily survival kind of intertwined, folks didn't go to him for spectacle or just for show. They went to him for weather timing, crop luck, and medicine. Later, scholars would point to Braziel when mapping how conjure and the church lived side by side, not as opposites, but complementary toolkits. So yes, the literature sometimes, if you read stories, I've come across his name before, they'll say that he lived somewhere else in the deep South. You'll see him cited in Mississippi centered works, but the OG ethnographic note is from a Georgia plantation where he initially gave a lot of his interviews. Now, Robinson's story gives us a rare first person view of conjure at the turn of the 20th century. He wasn't a figure of superstition to his community, but a trusted advisor whose work blended spiritual vision, healing, and the everyday necessities of rural black life. And that's something that is pretty amazing. And I'm glad that whoever found him, Roland Steiner, to do the interview, I'm glad that they were able to write about this man. And I will put up some of the documents of the interview from the American Journal of Folklore so you guys can read it. Let me know what you think about this in the comments and follow for more, and check out the playlist if you want to hear more about root workers and conjurers in American history.